Something rather dramatic happened in the South Aegean 3,500 years ago. A violent eruption to the north led to the collapse of a circular island then called Thera and now called Santorini. It left a water-filled caldera or rectangular lagoon measuring just over 7 by 4 miles. Every day, visitors take small boats to see for themselves what has happened. The volcanic rocks dominate the landscape. And as you wind your way upwards to the top of the volcano, you look down and see small bursts of sulfur to remind us that this is still active. In fact, there have been 3 smaller eruptions in the 20th century. Although the very big event was really the 1956 earthquake. Born of disaster is beauty though, with the imposing cliff line of the main island adorned with towns and villages, looking down from 1,000 feet onto the waters below. The main town is Thera, and to its north are Imervigli and Ia. In the towns you'll find the traditional architecture of low-lying cubicle houses made of local stone and whitewashed with various volcanic ashes used as colours. You see the extensions of houses dug sideways or downwards into the surrounding rock, with high degrees of insulation providing much needed coolness in the summer and warmth in the winter. Theresia is a small island lying just off the volcano in opposite Ia. Here you stop for lunch and swim in the most clear of waters. And, after you have swum with the fishes, why not let them nibble at your feet in the most unusual pedicure? Being 1,000 feet up, you have to choose between walking up, taking a cable car, or riding side saddle on a donkey. I'm not sure whether this is more hazardous for the passenger or the passers-by. Santorini has more than 250 churches of all shapes and sizes, and mainly either Orthodox or Catholic. Something amazing for a population of only 15,000 people. The ecclesiastical architecture of Santorini is notable for its delicacy and its plasticity, and really shows off the imagination of local craftsmen. One of the rather unusual features are the number of Chinese newlyweds who come to the island to be photographed in the most precarious situations. Oh well, if they can do it. Back on the trail, we follow the sweet scent of donkeys through the narrow streets, stopping all the time to marvel at the views and the colours. What is particularly striking is the red blossom as it contrasts with the white of the buildings and the blue domes. Time to take the bus down the island. Looking right to the caldera and left to the rather flat and much less picturesque part of Santorini, past the main airport to the beaches of Kamari and Parisa. Kamari is best known for its 3-mile strip of 300 bars, restaurants and hotels each one boasting its boutique offer. This does feel a bit more down market and is rather given away by the somewhat unusual mannequins used for promotion. The beaches consist of long lines of carefully positioned beds and walkways set on the dark volcanic sand. It may look deserted, but we had to get these photos very early in the morning. We stayed at the La Mer Hotel, a modern boutique hotel with 40 rooms set back a little from the strip. It was a little oasis really, with two lovely little swimming pools, quiet and calm. Well, that's until we discovered the proximity of the airport and the flight path. We journeyed from our base at Kalmari round to Parisa and discovered, well, more of the same really. But one of the tourist attractions is the Red Beach. Certainly unusual and worth walking round to see. I'm not sure about sitting on it though. The excavations at Arquetri are a must. Unearthed from 1967, this reveals the best-known Bronze Age site away from nearby Crete. The excavations show the southern tip of a large town complete with multi-level buildings, streets and squares, with the remainder of walls standing as high as 8 meters. And so it's back up to the top of the island, and to have a look at the vista again and the variety of shops in here. One of the other musts is to take up the best vantage point around 6:30 to witness the setting of the sun. The competition for tables and view is intense, but the resulting views are fantastic. And then to recover, it's off for a bit more shopping. Finally, a rather nice table for dinner. Santorini is a truly beautiful island and one of great contrasts. You come here for the sights, you must bring your camera, and you just marvel at the geological puzzle which is evolving and never seems to rest.